Hello.
Hi. These are our inside voices.
Yep.
Because,
Why?
Yeah, tell why.
We're in an airport.
At Los Angeles International Airport, about to fly back to New York City.
Woo-hoo.
And we didn't have time to stop and do this intro, so we're doing it now before we get on the plane because we love this next guest. We are excited for this episode.
Oh my God, so excited. I do keep trying to reference this story. And then I remember, hey, we haven't released this episode yet, and no one knows what I'm talking about. But it's a great story. She's great. She is.
Krystyna Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Who has a wonderful podcast called Guys We Fucked
with
Corinne Fisher.
Yep.
Yeah. Did we say Corinne Fisher at the same time?
Corinne Fisher.
No, I thought we just did.
Oh, we did.
But also this is Krystyna Hutchinson's episode.
It's true.
Corinne will be on a later episode, but their podcast is fantastic.
It's great.
Krystyna is one of our favorite guests we've had so far, and you're going to love this episode. And check her out online. She's everywhere.
Yep. And check her out. Also, come check us out. Sean, do you have any shows you want to plug?
You can go on my website, SeanPatton.com, but I will be in Asheville, Savannah, and Charleston the 11th, 12th, and 13th of July.
So fun. I am doing my Edinburgh Hour at the Kansas City Fringe, Manchester, and then going to Edinburgh. So get them tickets, thecaitlincook.com/comedy.
And now,
enjoy
Krystyna
the episode.
Hutchinson. Big one coming at you this week. If you're a podcast fan, which you are since you're listening to this, you know her as half of the team behind Guys We Fucked.
Or Sorry
podcast.
About Last Night.
Or Sorry About Last Night. Is that another podcast? Oh, that's a book.
That's their Instagram handle.
Aha. And she's also got a book coming out. I knew I was plugging that. And she's touring as well as with her partner in crime there. And the one and only, Krystyna Hutchinson.
Krystyna Hutchinson.
And we're excited to have her. And this is a journey.
Oh yeah, this is a crazy story.
It's like if this were an episode of like Game of Thrones, this would be episode 9, the one where it's all like, what?
Damn.
If this were the episode of any TV show, it'd be the one where like, that the plot just thickened into a soup.
The plot thickens.
Into a gumbo. Into a straight up freezy. The plot thickened so much it froze, and now you got to eat it on a hot summer day.
So dig in.
Do it. We are here with the fantastic Krystyna Hutchinson.
Hey, guys.
Spelt K-R-Y.
Yeah.
S-T-Y?
Yeah.
N-A?
N-A.
Just one N.
Just one N. Oh, you thought there were two N's.
I was throwing in another N.
Those two Y's. It really trips people up.
I got inspired by those two Y's and was like, fucking two N's.
Yeah.
As a Caitlin, I can relate to lots of different spellings.
A lot of different spellings. Mine is a little fucked up. People think I made it up. And I'm like, that's embarrassing. Why would I do that?
Wow, you know what I was thinking in my head just now? I was like, well, I respect that you took it upon yourself to...
I mean, I made it up. It's my state. No.
Parents were ahead of the curve. They were like, she names herself.
Yeah.
A woman my mother met once suggested the spelling before I was born. And my mom goes, okay. Like, that was the thought that went into that decision.
That's so funny.
I think when it comes to naming your children... or naming, or whatever, there are I people and Y people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, you're so right.
Because my sister's name is Elise, spelt with a Y. Which is apparently off kilter and different and out there and dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've only known Elisa spelled with Y's.
What?
Our graphic designer we work with is with an I.
Oh, interesting.
But you're right. There is like a difference between the people.
You know, there was a time. My sister lives in New Orleans, and she has a puppy, a Catahoula Hound puppy, which is going to be a giant monster. And we were walking it in New Orleans in her neighborhood, and this older woman, probably in her early 50s, also had a Catahoula and was like, "Can they play with each other?" And they did, and they started talking, and we talked to this woman for a few minutes. She was very nice, and she's like, "What's your name, sweetie?" And my sister was like, "Elise," and this woman goes, "No shit, how you spell it?" And Elise was like, E-L-Y, and she's like, "Me too," and it was two Elises,
Wow,
with Y's,
Hounds.
both with cat, like they were each other's looper.
Well,
You know?
you better believe I'll have people write me from far away if their name is spelt like mine. Like they'll and then Starbucks where they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" And then I'm like, "Oh, Krystyna," and then they'll ask, Was it a C or a K? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk you through it.
No.
I don't care.
You ever? Yeah, I've heard there are so many comedians specifically who have bits about like the misspelling of their name on their cup at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Has anyone
like
ever?
Mateo potato one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, has anyone ever like gone to get their drink and then noticed? Like, my name's Sean. You know how often it's SHAWN? Or
Right.
like just gone and like, I will not accept this.
But it's also like, why does the barista ask? Because really, it does nothing matters.
Yeah, as long as you spell it phonetically so they can call it out.
That's all we want.
Yeah, and whatever. I once
Yeah.
had my name spelled key lime at Starbucks.
Wow.
That was the furthest off.
What?
Key lime.
How did you say your name that day?
Must have been real mumbly, or it was
Keelan.
loud in there. I don't
Keelan.
know.
Caitlin.
The furthest misspelling was Kate space Lynne, which I was
Wow.
like, someone, this barista must
Like
know
Bobby Sue, yeah.
someone very specific.
Like, motherfucker, do I look like
Or
a
no
country
Caitlin's
music?
at all.
Yeah. Yeah, Caitlin sounds like not a famous country musician, but like the one that all like you said, it sounds like a country musician's musician.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
Yeah. Like Caitlin's my banjo player.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I bring Caitlin on the road with
She
us.
plays
just,
the fiddle
you know?
real good.
She carries her own.
Yes,
gear.
she's the fiddler in like the Shania Twain touring band.
That'd be a nice life.
That would be.
I'd change my name for that life.
Does Shania still tour?
Is Shania still
hope so.
alive? Yeah, she's still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wonder. I mean, not just because you never know.
I always forget when people died.
But I also, hey, by the way, if you're listening, Starbucks, because we know you keep hitting us up to sponsor this podcast, and
it's true.
we're still thinking about it. But
We are, but we'll make sure it fits our dietary restrictions. Unlike the whole Ariana Grande scandal that's weirdly happening right now. Do you
What
guys
is?
know about this?
No.
Oh my God, she partnered with Starbucks to create a drink.
Shut
and
the fuck
she's
up.
a vegan, and the drink isn't vegan, and people are freaking out.
Wow. I hope they pour buckets of fake blood on her.
Yeah.
Because that's what she deserves.
No.
yeah, which also feels like,
hate
isn't
that I know that.
Hey, vegans, how did you get that? Oh, I guess it's fake blood. All right, there you go.
Yeah,
You said
it's pain.
if it
It's
was
always
like
pain.
real blood, it's like, wait, vegans, how do you get that real animal blood?
Sacrifice my kid.
Soy blood.
Soy blood. Is there a thing of
I
that?
have no idea.
You don't know?
I mean, what theater blood?
As a lactose intolerant
That's a
person.
corn syrup thing, right?
Yeah.
Bitter blood, yeah.
Are you vegan?
Hell no. Are you guys vegan?
No.
Good, okay.
Are you any of the thing like that?
I don't eat beef or pork because it makes me vomit.
That's a good reason.
I like animals though, but I don't. I think cow. I mean, but it's not why I did it.
Yeah.
Because some species eat other animals. And
Wait,
we're
did
one
you
of them.
not post something on your Instagram recently of like a sick cow or something?
Oh, I would never do that.
No?
No.
No.
Maybe it was like Nikki Glazer or something.
No,
She's vegan and she cares. Like she does it because she cares.
Does
about
she
animals.
post that sort of
She
thing?
has a more noble stance on it. I'm just like, I don't want to barf.
Whatever. You got to pick your battles in this world. And
Exactly.
that's some people's battle, and that's great for them. But
Yeah,
So you
not
don't
mine.
eat chicken or meat or pork, but you eat chicken.
absolutely.
Do you eat seafood?
Some seafood. Very picky eater.
Yeah.
My parents made us go crabbing when I was a kid at the Chesapeake Bay in Virginia, and one week we ate crabs all week, and I vomited, and I was like, I'll never eat seafood again. So I've never had lobster, but I eat salmon. So
I
that's
like
cool.
salmon too.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge seafood person. He is obviously from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Do you like oysters? Yeah. Oh
Loves
man.
oysters. I can't.
I
Really do
tried
it.
one again. Barf. I barf a lot.
It's a tough
They're a
one.
weird
Oysters are tough.
texture, and they're smelly.
Yeah, it's like you're eating a giant booger that was up a baby's butthole or something.
There's so like that's the thing about you can't enjoy oysters until you've gotten to the point where you can just not be affected by all of the little like metaphors of like the boogers,
Yeah.
or like semen, or like snot, or like a dead slug, or
Yeah.
Well, my least favorite argument
yeah.
with oysters is like, well, you got to put it on the cracker and put the horseradish sauce. And I'm
So
like,
you
if
gotta
I have to
disguise
do
it.
all of that,
Pretend- trick
why-
yourself that you're not
Yeah,
eating an oyster.
Exactly.
Just eat the damn
That's
cracker.
not worth it. I'll have a cracker with
I
horseradish.
really admire people who who eat oysters.
I mean, I'm a straight up. I do it the way you just described it, with
You
with
said
all
do.
the with all the with all the accoutrement.
Yeah.
But I will also slam it off the half shell. It's like being like, because I agree with you when you disguise it. It's like being a closeted homosexual. It's
Yeah,
like just come out
it's
of
just
that.
as bad.
Come out of that cracker and horseradish. Come out from under that horseradish
yeah,
and
before you
just
shoot up a school.
swallow that that Neptune's load. That's what I'm gonna start referring to. That would be a hilarious name for an oyster bar.
Neptune's
that would
Load.
probably close immediately.
Or terrible band name.
Terrible what?
Band name.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. That's a
Neptune's
fantastic
Load.
band name.
What kind of music is that?
Straight up
Ska.
glam rock. Ska. It's glam ska, which has never been done
Ska.
before. There you
Well,
go.
until now.
Oh my God, new idea.
We actually, I'm going to acknowledge this. We come up with the number one thing on this podcast. I think is there's so many band names that are and usually never this fast. So well done.
Wow,
Yeah,
good
that's
for
true.
us. We're
Yeah,
on a
we did
roll.
it.
I play that
Coffee.
game a lot.
Neptune's
but we
Load.
nailed it.
Wait, Chesapeake Bay. Did you grow up in Virginia?
I lived there for 10 years. So birth to 2, I was in Pennsylvania. 2 to 11, I was in Chesapeake. My dad was in the Navy.
Oh, that's right, as well, yeah.
And then I went back to Pennsylvania.
Oysters. Your dad
Parents-
an oyster guy?
No, they're not oyster people. They're crab people.
Oh,
but
that-
crabs that we catch.
Yeah, the big fucking.
They weren't big.
Big old claw guys.
They're-
No.
No.
Little
they were
sassy.
like really. They were like the crabs by a power plant. They were like really like there wasn't a power plant. It was just it was bad.
Oh, that's such
And we put raw chicken on a popsicle stick and attached it to string. That's how we caught them. Real white trash.
Oh, you didn't even do like
we
crab
weren't
trap.
even bored. No,
Oh, you went straight crab fishing.
we went grabbing.
Oh my
That
God.
is
Down by the
yeah.
river.
That's like the original. Like a person like your dad would see a crab trap and be like, "What is this goddamn millennial?"
Yeah.
Like what millennial? This has been around since the '60s. Yeah, exactly.
That would be so fun to do, but I think I'd be really afraid of it because the way crabs move.
Yeah, they look like giant spiders.
Yeah.
Especially power plant crabs is such a perfect. Also another
Also
great
band
another
name.
great
Yeah,
band name, but
yeah.
also that just seeing like that, like, oh, it's got 3 claws.
Yeah,
and like
like-
a humpback shell. It's got spikes
Fidgeting.
on its shell. Yeah. Apocalypse crabs.
Apocalypse crab.
That is wow. And that would make you probably didn't vomit so much from the crab meat as you did like the
The power
radiation.
plantness.
The power play.
No wonder you got 2
Can we
eyes.
just go to the grocery store?
Why don't gotta eat these goddamn?
Why do I have to catch my food? It's 1990.
Imagine, I always, like, somewhere out there, too, and I think, because, like, I have a cousin who lives on a farm, and I imagine, like, do they teach their kids to, like, hunt and sow the land?
You
And, like,
mean with
yeah,
the
yeah.
plows?
Yeah.
And then like grocery store, restaurant is
Is like the
second.
enemy?
Or is like, oh, this is something you can do after we've already instilled you with like a desire and a want to like
I think you
Work
got to do
ethic.
both at the same time.
I mean, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But I'm just imagine being that kid. Like I get it in 1922, but imagine it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're
Because
just
there's
like-
still farms.
Yeah.
People, they have kids on them, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah.
Like imagine going to one of these farms and just being like, everyone, have you ever heard of Seamless? Or Grubhub, depending on where you are in the country, because I don't know if you know that, but Seamless is only New York.
I have a little thing on my iPhone with like 20 food delivery apps because the country, there's so many.
Right.
Every city only is like, well, we only do like DoorDash or like we only do like, I'm like, oh my God. Can we just have one universal?
The one that's like Postmates.
Oh, yeah.
just sounds so like that's food delivery. That sounds
It
so
is.
sounds
Yeah.
so
Well,
scandalous.
But they'll
kinda like
also go to
whatever.
CVS and get you sticky notes. And
Yeah.
some shit,
It's
you
like
know?
whatever delivery.
Oh shit!
So if you're sick or whatever, and you're like, I need NyQuil, Postmate.
So there you go. Imagine introducing that to some farm kid in somewhere in Utah.
Yeah, I'd feel
it's like
too bad.
what?
Yeah.
First of all, what's an app? You know, and then you going from there. I
That
don't.
would solve all the like I gotta buy tampons or like condoms and I'm
Anything.
embarrassed or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Solves that problem. Or you don't have to get out of bed.
My medication.
Brought it to an interesting point that I just remembered I wanted to talk about at some point because Caitlin and I have this. I don't do you have you've dated guys or been with guys who are embarrassed or weirded out by buying tampons for you?
No.
Yeah.
If anything, when I was young, when I was like 15, I was embarrassed, but like
Yeah. As a teenager.
every girl is.
Because I feel like
I'm
that-
going to put these inside me. Like it's
Yeah,
just, that was
yeah.
the inner monologue.
I mean, shit. By that rationale, you could do that with potato chips, like Doritos. Like I'm gonna put these inside me.
Oh, that's true.
And
Wrong
then-
hole though.
But at
yeah.
the same time, yeah, not in my vagina. Which other 15-year-old boys are like, that's where that goes in a vagina. Oh God, excuse me, I got to go to the bathroom. But because I've bought tampons for her before.
Oh,
and-
really?
But then there's a thing where like I think
So sweet.
But I feel like there's
nice.
other. She's been like, you're not embarrassed, and I'm like, No. Why would anybody be
'cause-
embarrassed by this?
Yeah.
But I guess there are. I can think of like bros being like, "You picking up tampons, dude?" And it's like, yeah, for the woman that allows me to bone her regularly, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I
you
am.
Get her tampons.
I'm gonna wear
yeah.
these around my neck like a clock, like I'm fucking Flava Flav, the box with a 20-pack of Kotex.
If you're over 15 and you're embarrassed to buy tampons, and especially if you're a guy, like, get the fuck. You shouldn't be having sex.
Oh yeah, there's definitely.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Well, it's just like if you're like the person that you're embarrassed towards is the cashier ostensibly, right?
Right, but it's like they don't give a shit.
They don't care.
I used to work at CVS. I see motherfuckers buy all kinds of stuff, like condoms and mayo, but like bulk. It's weird, you know.
You're like,
and I'm like, I don't care.
But in bulk.
Yeah, like, and in bulk at CVS, it just means they bought like 10 of each. But yeah,
That means you like ham sandwiches and then fucking immediately after, or the
You're into
inverse.
food stuff.
Yeah, which,
or you lube up a watermelon
Yeah,
with mayo and then fuck
exactly.
it, but don't want to get it pregnant.
but then so you can eat the watermelon afterwards because
That- yeah.
man,
If
that
you
was
don't
not
jizz in it, you
toxic.
can eat
Yeah. Ooh, I laughed real icky at that. Not gonna lie.
I made a real icky face. So
Yeah.
It just didn't get recorded.
Well,
as
it's
such.
the because last thing last point I want to make there, I forgot what it was. Oh, but it was a question, not a point. They don't have like tampon machines in female bathrooms at bars.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do
yeah. They put a
sometimes.
quarter in sometimes, but those tampons.
They're terrible.
A cardboard applicator. What do you do? I don't. Why? Do you hate yourself? Like,
Oh yeah, you
and they're
think
always the little ones, and you're like, I thought these were a joke.
but then it's like tampons. They have all these organic companies out there advertising on podcasts. That's how I know about them because the fibers in them are so bad. Like in like a Kotex or whatever, they could tear your vagina or get stuck in there or get
Yeah, or there's like the whole toxic shock.
yeah. I'm like
thing.
everything's gonna give you cancer.
Jesus Christ.
And then some girls are like, put a diva cup in. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like putting a bucket in your living room to fix a leak. I'm not
Oh,
doing
and
that.
I like walk around all night with a diva cup
with a
in.
giant cup inside
Yeah.
of you.
I've tried that a couple times, but it's just like
When you take it out, it's a bloodbath, right?
right, and then you're in a public bathroom,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
And you
I'm
get it
supposed
on
to
the-
go to the sink and wash this out in front of everyone. This
and then
is
if
really
it splats in the stall next to you, that
Yeah.
sucks. Mm-hmm. Like if it go, you know.
And what if you're in like one of those unisex, like union hall style
Oh.
gutter bar bathrooms? You know,
But goodness, is that the ultimate like I hate this party move?
just pour out your
Or
diva
like
cup
if you're
on the
just
floor.
if you're like wearing a dress and
you know.
you're at a dinner party and someone's being an asshole, you just stand up and just blah, deal with it.
Yeah.
forget shoving or throwing your drink in someone's face.
I just discovered a new exciting response to catcalling, I think.
Oh, what is it? Please
You gotta
tell.
do it. Take your diva cup out and dump that shit.
Oh
Shit.
shit! Yes.
But first, but don't.
Or
but-
self-defense.
Yeah, but straight up, just if I may add a spin.
Sure.
Don't do it angrily. Turn around and be like, "What? Ooh, what was that hot
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Ooh, I'm so wet." Blah,
Yeah,
and then
act like
just
you're gonna
blood.
finger yourself, and then there's like this pink cup, and they're like, "Wait, is that what?" No,
I think you got to go, full diva cup there because then they'll never try it again. They'll
Yeah.
be too scarred.
yeah,
But
wow.
but the guy who does try it again, let him marry you, because he clearly
because he really wants
he
it.
clearly is in love.
Oh my goodness. We know you have a story for
Oh
us.
yes, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
my words. I wrote my words down.
Good.
So teenager,
Yep.
marquee,
Ooh.
Jamaican,
Okay.
pussycat dolls,
That's
see
a
what you
proper
mean. That's
proper
fine.
proper noun.
yeah,
We'll take
and
it.
kidnap.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Wait, you see, because this, knowing you, I mean, obviously you're a performer. You know, you have a podcast, you do comedy, you tour the country. So, like, as a teenager, that's where that probably started. The first time you realized, like, oh God,
wanna
I
get up on
got a
stage.
gift I want to share, right? And as a teenager, and by that point, judging on you told us where you were a Navy kid, you were probably somewhere in Virginia. Saw your first marquee, and we're like, my name's gonna be up there.
Yes. But instead of your name at the time, it was the Pussycat Dolls. And you were like, I got to go check out this venue and see this hot band.
But then you couldn't get in.
Band's group. They're a group.
They're a group, but then you couldn't get in because, of course, you were just a teenager. Like, sorry, this is the Pussycat Dolls. You know, that's definitely R-rated. But this Jamaican dude was like, "Oi, love,
Yeah.
Oi, love. I know, because he was trying, oi, love. You know, the Jamaican accents.
Was he also Cockney British?
Well, he's from the British. Jamaica was once a British colony, so he was. He really was into the cricket. He's like, "Oi, love, let me come and take you. Let me sneak in the back door to get into the show."
He was selling the wristbands that you had to have, the 18 and older.
And as you and he gives you the wristband, and you're going to get in, and then next thing you know, you get kidnapped, right? By what was it? The police?
No, attempted kidnap by the Jamaican guy.
Oh, it was attempted kidnapped by the Jamaican guy who turned out to not actually be Jamaican.
That's why he sounded Cockney British.
Exactly. He was lying to you, and you escaped that and realized this is what I'm going to do with my life. Tell stories.
Yeah, but also I'm going to wait till I get older because I don't want to get kidnapped again.
Yeah. That's
So we totally nailed it, right?
Part of it.
Wow.
Part of it you did.
Okay. Interesting.
So this was my first night in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
All right.
I transferred colleges, and I moved to Marymount, Manhattan. So I was a sophomore, and I lived at
Where is Marymount, Manhattan?
7 East, Upper East Side.
Oh,
East
the
71st.
Upper East.
Yeah.
The hot spot for any young mind.
Budding actress.
Yeah.
So much youth in that area,
Yeah.
And my mother at the time, she's bipolar, and she had like a panic attack fit or something while my mom and dad were helping me move in, and she was like, "I'm just gonna walk home."
Oh no.
To Pennsylvania, and we're like, "Okay, yeah." And it was just
You can't even get to Pennsylvania Avenue.
It was a really bad day. It was
Okay,
just
yeah.
a bad day. But I moved
Wow.
into my dorm, and my parents eventually leave. My dad found my mom. They left. And I'm crying because I was like, this is the worst. I was so excited to move to New York.
How old were you? 20?
I was 19.
19. Oh, teenager. Jesus. Duh.
And I get a knock on my door that evening. I met a couple people in the dorm room. We each had our own individual rooms, but they were very tiny.
Right.
Like barely enough room for a twin bed. And this girl knocks on my door. I open it, and it's this like beautiful blonde, like mermaid hair chick. And she goes, "Do you want to go out?" And I was like, "Yes." And we put on our least stained Forever 21 dresses. And
Least stained?
yes.
Wait,
I
is that a
I was
thing?
broken because like Forever 21 dresses, like at the time, like I had a lot of them that I had since high school, and they just get stained. But Forever 21 clothing quality is very below.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
but
just
they're real
doo-doo.
cheap, but it's
Real cheap.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
that's the only thing I can afford. But like you just preserve Forever 21 clothes for as long as you can.
Yeah.
Until your income bracket,
Yeah,
moves up.
Yeah.
But so we went out to this club with this club promoter. We were 19, and we ended up going to Marquee, which is a nightclub.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew I recognized that.
Okay.
So we snuck in, and this Jamaican guy who was also a club promoter was like, "Oh, do you want to go to this other club where some famous person is at?" And Ashley and I were like, "Okay." And then, and then he's like, "Okay, great." So he walked us. I thought we were going to walk over. We ended up walking to his car, and he's like, "Okay, get in." And we were like, "Okay." And we were drunk, and then and he goes, "Do you girls like karaoke?" And I was like, "We love karaoke." Ashley is in the front seat. I'm in the back seat. And we had flip phone. I had a flip phone or a Nokia with a snake on it. One of those phones.
The snake.
It was a while ago.
The snake.
God, it was so long ago. And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna sing some karaoke first." And we're like, "Yay!" And then we start driving, over a bridge. And I was like, "I've only lived here for 12 hours, but I feel like we're not going to karaoke."
There's not a river that runs through Manhattan. I don't think. Yeah.
And my friend was like, started to get a little worried, but she's a person where she'll put herself in a dangerous situation quicker than I would. And so I'm like, "Hey, where are we going?" He goes, "Oh, we're going to go to my house and sing karaoke." And I was like,
Holy
absolutely
shit.
not.
and we're on the highway, and I was like, I don't really want to do that.
We're
And
gonna go
Ashley
to my
was like,
house
"It'll be
and-
fine."
Fuck.
She was wasted. She's like, "Krystyna, calm down, be fun, live your life." I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. I want to live my life.
Yeah.
And then my phone dies. My cell phone dies. And I was like, okay. And then we travel. I feel like it was like a half-hour car ride. And we finally get to a freestanding home. That's how far out and wherever the fuck we are, Ville.
Damn.
Yeah, like a
Damn.
house
Yeah.
with all four sides with a yard.
Yeah.
And
Just one door in the front.
Yeah, just one. And then we get out of the car, and he goes, "All right, we're gonna go in and sing some karaoke." And I was like, Ashley, I don't think we should be here. I don't think we should be here. And then she was like, just relax. It'll be fine. And then we get into his house. We walk into his house. And we both bolt for the bathroom. And I was like, I don't know. Should we go out the window? Maybe it was a duplex or something because I remember the bathroom window was the second story of the building. Jesus. And I was like, should we climb out this building, or the window? Mm-hmm. We were debating, and I was like, my phone died. Her phone just died. Oh, we don't know what we're going to do. And then we go, I'm like, let's just sing a song. Because Ashley kept going, just one song, Krystyna, just one song. Because he kept saying that. He kept repeating that in the car. This is what he said. He said, just one song and I'll let you go.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what he said.
Oh,
and I was
God.
like,
Jesus Christ.
That's not good.
Oh,
that's
my stomach is in knots for
good.
you. I know you're sitting here now, but my stomach
I
is
didn't
in knots.
die.
My knots have a stomach now. Jesus.
And we come out to the bathroom and to this big living room. All the lights are off, but he has like this disco ball going. And he has this giant...
I'm sorry, that's so...
No, it's terrible. He has a giant
Christ.
projector screen.
Oh, my God.
And he has 2 microphones and this karaoke machine in his living room. And he started to play Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me by the Pussycat Dolls. He gives us the mic and he goes, sing.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you've ever sang that song crying, but that's what we did. We thought we were about to get shot in the head or something.
Jesus
We
Christ.
thought we were about to die.
Yeah.
And we were at the beginning of the song, we're like, I know you. We were just like mumbling it.
Right.
And then he yells again right before the chorus. He goes, sing. We're like, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? We cried the whole song. And then he took us back. He's like, okay, let's go back and I'll drop you off. And we got in his car. I had no money. I had no phone. And I was like, I hope he's going to take us. And he took us back to 47th Street to my dorm.
What?
It was the weirdest night of my life.
Unfortunately, you can't, facial expressions don't translate over audio, but my face was frozen with for a moment there.
What?
That's
And Ashley and I are still very close friends. She's a yoga teacher now, so.
Okay, so this is either A, the world's most harmless creepo.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
is just I just like to listen to girls sing karaoke against their will. Then I take them safely home.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking weird. B, I was wondering, maybe at the time, this was the hottest karaoke bar in New York. It was just a dude's house out in Long Island, probably, or
Definitely
Jersey.
not that one.
Yeah. Or part of me was hoping that he was going to be like, listen, I'm socially awkward, but I'm the producer of the Pussycat Girls, and you two look like you got talent. And I just want to shield you from this hard, tough, judgmental cunt of an industry.
Oh, and I left out a thing of the story that it's so random, it has nothing to do with it. But that night when we were at Marquee, Ashley made out with Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. It was a wild night.
Probably a part you should leave out now.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't me. It was
Actually, when you actually see Chad Kroeger, you've seen him in person.
Yeah.
He's I was watching a video on YouTube of Nickelback, basically Nickelback being booed off stage. He's a giant man.
He's very tall.
He's a lumberjack.
And he was voted World's Ugliest Man or America's Ugliest Man that year by People Magazine or something. I was like, well, that's rude, but okay.
That is a rude thing.
That
to
is
do.
such that could be a thing too. Maybe he saw you make out with. He was a huge. There it is. That's a Nickelback fan for you. He was like, the guy. They just made out with the King Kroeger.
Oh.
I gotta hear their voices.
Jamaican Nickelback fans, you think?
No.
Maybe that'd be.
You'd be
if
surprised.
there was, I'd
there-
like to meet that.
for every fucking white guy from Idaho who quotes Bob Marley.
Yeah.
There's definitely a Jamaican Nickelback fan out there. Him love this. Play it louder.
I just can't get over him yelling, sing.
I thought I was gonna get murdered, and I was like, it was my first night in New York City.
God.
Him been wrong. Him been down to the bottle of every bottle. Bottle of rum. Sorry, I had to do the rum part. That's for anyone who got offended by that. Stop. Anyways.
Yeah, because that guy was creepy.
Yeah.
So that's an impression
That
of
is
him specifically.
Exactly. Just that specific Jamaican dude.
Well, he told us to call him Jamaica, and I'm like, you didn't even try to be creative.
Jesus.
And he had a Jamaican accent.
I mean, the guy. That's so funny to just call me where you think I'm from. And
He
then
wasn't,
also the excuse of, no, we're just going to go to my house to do karaoke.
I could
Yeah.
never hear that song again without immediately thinking about that night.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley and I talk about it all the time. Whenever we see each other. Just because, like, what the fuck? I mean, I have crazy ass story. Like, it's just.
Look at this photograph. I'm just trying to. It make me laugh.
It is funny to think that, like, he saw Ashley making a check for her and was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
The fucking one Jamaican
my
Nickelback
God.
fan. Watch out for that guy.
God.
Oh, that is such a. And you said this was your first night?
First
night.
night in New York City.
Fuck!
And I was so sad. I had a
crazy.
lot of angst in me from, like, my mom and I fighting that day. And I was like, I need to be reckless.
That
But we were driving on the bridge. I'm like, not this reckless.
Yeah, this is too.
Too reckless.
No, I said reckless, not fucking
being
suicidal. Yeah.
trafficked.
That
Jesus.
I know. That is such a like. Do you and still to this day? Do you think? What do you think it was?
I don't know. I don't know because I'm I guess lucky. I've never been like roofied or
Yeah.
assaulted or any like I haven't.
And by the way, that shouldn't be considered lucky. That should
I
just
know,
be
it's
considered
sad.
regular. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just be regular.
The few friends that I have that have also not been, and they're like, "Yay, knock on wood."
yeah,
But I don't know. He could have just been.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
that's
why I didn't kill it. Like, do something with us. I mean, I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe he was
Yeah.
recording it and I didn't see it, but we were like, I don't know.
It's very odd.
Very odd.
Yeah.
That's why I still, if he's recording it, I still hope he was an independent record producer, and just like he like
Or he
that was
jerks
his
off
demo.
to girls crying,
Yeah.
thinking they're about to die, singing a pop
Jeez.
song.
I mean that too,
That's a specific
yeah.
genre.
which probably a lot of independent record producers do.
Yeah.
Wait, that is such a like because I'm just thinking, where's the Club Marquee?
It's the meatpacking district.
Oh, it's so.
So do you think it was
Jersey.
Jersey or Queens?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Jersey actually.
Yeah, I think Jersey.
Is there a bridge to Jersey? That would just be
Yeah,
the
there's the
GW.
George Washington,
It
yeah.
was a really big bridge.
Yeah, it was
like
definitely-
I mean,
yeah.
bridges are big, but like it was like a
So somewhere,
monumental
Yeah.
bridge. So
somewhere
maybe.
in Hackensack. Would
Maybe.
that be Hackensack or what?
Maybe, yeah.
Hoboken. Is that what Hoboken? Is that where Hoboken is?
I
Hoboken
have
is-
no understanding of Jersey geography.
Hoboken's, I think, like more directly across like the financial district area, like right.
Somewhere. No, that's Jersey City.
Oh, that's Jersey City.
So
yeah.
somewhere in North Jersey is a Jamaican Nickelback fan with
Yeah.
a bunch of demos of very
And-
upset, frightened women singing.
And an elaborate home karaoke
You know
setup.
what would be so weird is if
Disco
this
ball.
podcast blew up and other people started contacting us with like, he made me sing this song.
Hey,
That- at
one
least we get
time a
some
woman
answers.
emailed Corinne and I and said she only masturbated to videos of women giving childbirth, and we had like 12 women email us after reading it and being like, "Oh my god, me too." So
Oh my God.
anything can happen.
Yeah, people are
Truly,
weird.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
I
interesting
mean,
because
that story kind of proves that.
Yeah.
that is interesting because my mother, when I was very young, my mom's a RN. She's
Oh, okay.
It's like when we were pretty young, though, we watched, me specifically, because I'm the oldest of all my siblings, watched a video of a childbirth.
Well, how old were you?
Like 11 maybe.
Wow.
Just because it was just like you need to understand how this works kind of thing.
Wow.
And it's such a like, seeing that and then thinking of people masturbating to that, it's like, yeah, that's interesting. That sure is
Well,
a
I
taste.
kind of get it is like if it's one of the first things that you've seen. Like they made us watch The Miracle of Childbirth or whatever that movie's called in health class when I was 15. 16.
Okay, yeah.
But like if that's the first thing that you're ever exposed to, I get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She can only have an orgasm though when she watches a woman give birth, and she doesn't want to be pregnant herself, and she doesn't like pregnant women don't do it. But and then if they poop while they give birth, it's even better. She said she got real specific in this email, and I kid you not, like 12 women were like literally every detail she had said in that email. Is
They should
exactly
start
how
a
I feel.
foosball league. They should hang
The
out.
worst foosball team,
Just all like
birthers.
awkwardly playing foosball. Like, so we're going to go watch
Yeah, we're gonna go
women
back to my
give
house,
birth
right?
and poop, right?
We'll share tapes.
Which really quickly, before I forget this, that would be hilarious if there is anyone who is willing to do this the first or next time they give birth. Like, have someone videotape it, but like set it up like it's a porno. Like there's just a woman's vagina and just like a slow pan, and then the child start and put that on you.
Yeah,
put that
put
on
on all the porn sites.
and just like
And have the
God.
thumbnail be
Look
like
at
a
this
really
vagina.
hot
Yes. And anytime someone sends you a dick pic, just send them that clip.
lady. Wow, that's like the ultimate
yes.
revenge.
That might be better than
Wait.
the Diva Cup in the face.
Yeah. A vagina that appears like, oh, are you going to finger your pussy, lady? But then it's just, boom, kid comes out of it.
You two should get together and write a book about fuck you, perv.
Effective self-defense.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Fuck
just
you,
thinking
perv.
about-
Fuck you, perv.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, perv. I love
And then we have
that.
to, fuck you, perv, after we do it
Oh
with the
my
blood or
God.
the video.
Which again, keeping the theme, that is an excellent like punk band name.
Fuck you, perv.
Fuck you,
Oh,
perv.
that is a really
Yeah,
good
and he
one.
just showed
like
that-
a
yeah.
like Pussy Riot kind of.
Yeah.
Because that would be
Wow.
such a like that has to be.
Oh, you like vaginas? Oh, let's really.
Just send me a dick
Let's
pic. Here
educate
you
you.
go. Oh, that'd
Wow.
be. Oh man, just a good one. And that's one if you can poop. And if you're listening to this and you're gonna make this video, if you can.
Oh, please
Make
try to eat a burrito before
Yeah,
that.
Yes, try to poop.
some good cabbage.
Oh.
Eat a couple ears of corn.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
really,
God.
just to really.
No.
And you know what? Name that kid Jesus, because in many ways
But
it will
somehow
be the
spell it
savior.
with some Y's.
Yeah, J-Y-S.
Jesus,
Jesus.
like
Irish Jesus.
like
No.
a
Jesus
fake Jamaican
Christ.
would say. Jesus.
We really brought it full circle.
We
We
are.
really
That's
did.
yeah. Well, I would like to share this thought. Definitely listen to Guys We Fucked
Yeah.
with Krystyna and the wonderful Corinne Fisher.
Yeah.
Do you have
and
anything else coming up that people can check out?
Oh, yeah. When does this come out?
That's the thing is we don't know. So anything that's like a
So
little
Friday,
more-
May 3rd, I'll be at the Wilbur Theater with Corinne Fisher.
oh,
part of the
dude,
Women
that
Comedy
actually
Festival.
will. Yeah. We can edit this part out, but we'll ask them because we're with All Things Comedy. We'll ask them to push this episode up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
And-
yeah.
yeah.
And if
because
it's
I'm-
not out, is
yeah.
there a place like tour schedule that people
Oh,
can
yeah.
check?
Well, mine website's KrystynaHutchinson.com. My social media, Krystyna Hutch on everything. And
Yeah.
then sorryaboutlastnightcomedy.com is
Oh, that's
is
a
our
funny.
duo.
Yeah, that's funny. That's also. I also like how I'm like, we'll ask him to push this up, you guys, just to help you guys sell out the show, just to help your already mega successful podcast sell out the show.
I appreciate
But at the Wilbur.
Yeah, we sold it
That's
out.
gonna be
That was the
awesome.
first gig ever that I invited my parents to because we sold it out and it's 1,100 seats. And I was like, Mom, Dad can't get pissed at what I'm saying if I sold out a theater. And I was right.
That is
That's
such,
And I didn't even feel scared.
such
Yeah.
great logic of
Yeah.
like, Mom and Dad, you guys may be pissed, but there's what is it?
Yeah.
1,105 other people who
Yeah.
are not.
Yeah.
And
She was just like, oh my God. She was so excited. And I wasn't nervous to perform. I wasn't nervous to perform in front of them because I'm like, you can't say shit, Mom and Dad.
Wait, how did your dad?
so
How did your dad react?
Oh, he loved it.
He
He loves
should.
it.
Yeah.
He's cool. My dad's so cool.
Yeah, because I remember the first time my parents, when they, like, I didn't let them see me for years, but like, I was real worried about how my mom would react. And my mom loves me.
Yeah.
My dad's the one who
Your
every
dad
now and
hates you?
again is like, no, I mean, he seems to laugh, but every now and again he's like, come on, that was a little. That was a lot. But my mom's like, like loves it.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
And-
my last show, I was really nervous, but my parents were pretty cool about all that stuff. And my dad brought his boss, and he works for like a big hotel corporation.
No.
And
Dad, what?
and then I
Yeah.
found out his boss is like maybe a Trump supporter and like definitely
Dad,
not my
no.
sense of humor.
Dad,
Yeah.
why do you hurt me?
And I was so worried about my dad's job and that relationship. And then afterwards, I was like, Dad, why did you do that? And he was like, oh no, he's kind of a Trump supporter, but he likes really crass humor. He loved you.
Oh, okay.
No
wow. What
idea.
a
Super
what
weird.
an odd combination of
Super
traits.
weird.
Have
But-
you ever got? That's actually something curiosity because like you guys are kind of on the forefront of like podcast success, which is awesome. But like, have you ever had someone come up and be like, longtime listener, love your shit, and as a Trump supporter or as a
More email, but
More
yeah,
email?
we've had one time. So part of our live show we do this thing called couples court, where it's like, is there a couple in here that has like a fight? Like, there's one fight that you just can't. The guy thinks he's right, the girl thinks she's
interesting.
right, or guy, whatever. And we had in South Carolina a Trump supporter white guy dating a Mexican immigrant.
Wow.
And it was revealed on stage that she was being emotionally abused.
Oh my God.
Like because he said he was a Trump supporter, the audience booed, and we were like, "You guys, shut the fuck up! Like this is why we can't. The sides
Yeah.
need to be able to
Right,
talk.
we
Don't
gotta
boo
talk.
him. You don't know he's a piece of shit. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he might be great. Turns out, huge piece of shit. But it's better to be, cautious. And and they would talk about like they weren't a fun couple, like two comedians dating or whatever. It's like, yeah, you make inappropriate jokes as a way.
Sure.
He would joke about how he was going to call ICE on her when they would have fights.
Oh my
And I was like,
fuck, dude. This guy.
yo, dude. And I had to say to this girl in front of this guy and like 300 people, like, yeah, you got to dump him.
Yeah.
This is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I hate that I'm here. I want to go.
That is such a, because that mindset you see. Not, I've never actually seen it with dating, but I've seen it with like friends growing up in Louisiana.
Oh,
Or just
yep.
being like with your like the one Mexican guy in Slidell, Louisiana,
Right.
And everybody's like, hey, this guy, see he, this guy, he jumped the border, he did, yeah, we're gonna get immigration on you if you don't go pick up cigarettes, asshole.
Well,
And it's like,
apparently, I learned like immigrants who came here and didn't claim asylum and went through the process, which is like could be a years-long process.
yeah.
They because I've talked to some of them, they want the wall really bad because it's like, oh, you just like jump over something and then you could be here because they went through the rigorous process of applying and figuring out shelter. Like sometimes it takes up to 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, damn.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
But a good point you made is like we would all know these things if we were in any way able to fucking converse,
Right?
Yeah.
But we're all just
We're all
everybody. There's
just
so
shutting
much
each other
anger.
out.
Listen, you got to listen.
I think society needs to pull its fucking
Tampon out.
Yeah, well, what's it called? It's sippy cup.
Yeah.
Diva cup.
Diva cup.
Society, let's pull out the diva cup and
Very
throw the
different from
blood
the sippy
on
cup.
the face of anger.
Yeah.
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 And have a conversation about it too.
And it's not vegan blood. Just to bring it back full circle.
It's child's blood.
Yeah.
I have a fake blood reservoir hidden in my underwear. All right, thank you
Thank you so
very much.
Thanks for having me. This is
Krystyna.
fun.
Check her out, and we love you all dearly.
And I know you like me. I know you do. That's why whenever I come around, she's all over you. Ooh, ooh. And I know you want it. It's easy to see. It's easy to see. And in the back of your mind, you know you should be on with me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak